All right, so I recently had a video on the Trunner Advance, as you can see right here, and I thought that this was a pretty cool new Trunner model, but I didn't know that they had a flagship version of that. And this is a Jordan Zoom Trunner Ultimate that I wanted to go ahead and give a review, and then I'm going to compare it to the Advance as well and let you guys know which one I like better on feet. So let's go ahead and get into the video. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. If you guys want to check out my website, in the description, you can go to my website and see all of the different sneaker deals that I post for you guys from all of your major brand retailers out there. So feel free to do that anytime in pretty much any video. Also, if you guys want to buy either pair of these Trunners, I will link them both in the description as well. This is an interesting one, though. I don't think a lot of people are talking about either of these sneakers. They're really just regular sneakers that have been released and kind of went by the wayside. However, they're not available on Nike.com, and that's the mystery I can't solve. Like, this one was available only on the app that I was able to get it. It's not on Nike.com. This one's not even available on the app for some reason. And that's why I was really confused. I bought this one thinking it was this one because it had similar characteristics and traits. But this is actually a dumbed down version. This is the Advance versus the Ultimate. But $150 on the Ultimate, $110 on the Advance. And I have to say, at first glance, they both look really, really similar. However, when you flip it over to this side, you can see that the cadence of that weird plastic webbing sort of thing is consistent through the Ultimate, but on the Advance, they didn't have that on this side. Also, you could see the actual zoom stacks in the Ultimate and not on the Advance. So there's definitely some major differences once you get them in hand. The other thing is this Ultimate actually just looks like a premium product. The mesh on it is like a double ply mesh, almost like it's two different layers, and it looks really nice versus just a regular mesh on the lower tiered version. Also, the cushioning on both of these are totally different. I actually think that this one is React, the Trunner Ultimate, because it feels like React to me. I've had a lot of different Nike React sneakers. This one definitely feels like React. This one just feels like a regular Phylon-ish sort of material, but I have to say that both of them actually feel really good on feet. So you have the $150 version that in hand feels a lot more premium and nicer and just better materials in general, versus the cheaper version that is $110, feels like a cheaper version in comparison to this one. However, on feet, I will say that there are some things that I actually like and dislike about both of them. So oddly enough, you'd think that this one would be the clear winner because it is more expensive, but on feet, I gotta say there was a couple things that I was really weary of. So one thing I really liked about the Trunner Ultimate was that heel-toe transition was really soft and squishy the entire way, and you definitely felt more zoom stack or more, I guess, cushion in the forefoot of this shoe than on this one. This one was still pretty decent. You definitely get a lot of cushioning in the heel section, and as you transition to the toe, it feels like just a little bit less. The Ultimate feels much better, though, when you go heel to toe. Like, the whole thing is really, really soft and squishy. And I mean, it was really nice on feet. The odd thing to me, though, was the Ultimate was a lot more unstable than the Advance. I don't know necessarily why. Maybe it's because the React is a softer cushioning, so it just collapsed more. I'm not really sure, but the heel section, when you step in the heel, like, I felt really, really wobbly. Like, so I didn't really like that. I don't feel that as much on the Advance as you do on the Ultimate. It kind of gave me like the Zoom Fly 3 vibes, which I really didn't like those shoes at all from Nike because they're really soft and squishy with Nike React, but I felt like I was going to topple over left to right. And these, again, same sort of thing. Now, I know they're training and running shoes, but that's why I wanted to mention it. It's one thing because a lot of people say, well, it's a running shoe, you're supposed to go straight. And so you shouldn't be heel striking anyway. You should be going off the ball of your foot as like a gazelle, right? Or whatever. But this is a training running shoe. And if you're training in these cutting left to right, I feel like you might topple over and roll an ankle in them, which is unfortunate because if it was just a little bit wider or something, maybe on the back, like you wouldn't have that uneasy sensation. And I lace these up pretty snug, actually. I went on a little jog with my kid as he was riding his bike and stuff. And again, even though I had them laced up, I didn't feel like very, very secure. So that's a huge flaw for me, to a point where I can't really prefer this shoe over this one, even though I love everything about this one, like much, much better than the previous one. Now, if you're not one to have problems rolling your ankles, then maybe this one is a good option. And it doesn't feel so severe that you're like automatically walking on high heels and all of a sudden feeling like that. It's just for like a high-end performance sneaker at $150, I felt like it was just a little bit too unsteady. The upper material feels really nice, though. It's kind of consistent with all of the other Nike running shoes, where the double layer thing going on with like a thinner, almost fish wire sort of mesh over top of like a smaller mesh. Then the tongue is actually really, really thin as well, similar to like the Pegasus Turbos. However, this material is pretty rough on the tongue to the touch. I wore these with no socks though, just to give it a try, and it didn't irritate my foot at all, which I was surprised. Kind of feels like sandpaper in hand, but on feet, it doesn't bug me. It didn't leave any marks or anything. Then you do have like a thinner fused material all the way around the ankle collar of the shoe. Meanwhile, you actually have padding on the Trunner Advance. And again, sort of like the Pegasus Turbo 2, you have that thinner liner and stuff, but it's not uncomfortable. It's just not really well cushioned. For those people that want a lot of cushion, it's just not there. You do have kind of a cool little fused, almost Wings logo looking thing on the back with the Jumpman right there. So I mentioned the build quality of this one is much better than the Advance, but the colorway is actually really good too. I love this colorway. It's like a cream or beige, off-white sort of colorway with black and then the hits of that green. I just think it looks really good overall. You also do get some fuse reinforcement all the way around the front of the shoe, and just a little bit extra on the big toe. On the Advance, you get fused material also, but it's only on like 3 key spots: the big toe, the side guard here, and then also on the heel cup. On the Trunner Advance, you get full-length zoom, I believe, but it's encased and you can't actually see the zoom stacks or anything like that. However, they kind of turned the tables a little bit with the Ultimate and made it like an exposed zoom stack. And even in the front, it looks like it's doubled up, so you get a double zoom stack in the front. So that is one change up, but you also have the guard on the inside as well, so you can see the zoom stack all the way through the shoe, which I like the fact that they highlighted it in green on this one, so you could really see the difference. Versus this one, it's purple all the way through, and again, it's not even visible. The overall structure and design looks really interesting on the Ultimate. If you push down on the midsole, you could see that they like kind of collapse, like sort of like springs, but I don't know quite how functional it is. Maybe it's just supposed to add more support there. If I look closer at it, it kind of curves in, and maybe that's why it feels uneasy on feet, because it's not wide all the way down. It kind of curves in on both sides, so maybe it feels like you're kind of floating there. I'm not really sure, but I do know that they are really soft and squishy on feet. Again, this one has React, it feels like, and this one does not. There's not a lot of it on the outside here, but the rest of it is underneath this like weird cage thing that they have on both sides. So an interesting combination of like zoom, double zoom stack it looks like, and then also this crazy React material on it. I just really wish it wasn't a little bit unstable feeling. I would love this shoe much, much more. The other big difference is on the soles of the shoes. You can see this one has some diamond cutouts. This one does not. It's completely rubber on the bottom of the shoe. So if you're looking for something that maybe lasts a little bit longer, this one might, because it has full rubber on the outsole. However, because of that and the extra weight from the plastic, this one's actually a heavier model than this one, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, this is a flagship at 150, added more technology, and then it's heavier, versus this one that's more lightweight and just not as many bells and whistles. But anyways, what do you guys think about the new Trunners? I think that they look really cool, especially this Ultimate. Like, honestly, like, this is just one that I would wear casually. It feels really good on feet, and it also looks really cool. I like the overall aesthetics and the look of this shoe. It looks just kind of wild. But is it worth that 150? I mean, there's so many other shoes for that 150 price point. If I was actually going to spend 150 on a pair of shoes, I've mentioned these ones over and over again, but one of my favorite shoes of the year so far, and this is New Balance Fresh Foam 1080 V10. Super crazy squishy on the bottom of your feet, and for some reason they engineered this one in a way where I don't feel unstable in it. So this is just strictly more of a running shoe, but I wear it casually. It's more lightweight. It's just, it hits all the places that you need. For a training shoe, I don't think that this one hits all of the marks with the unstableness of the shoe. But the overall design look of the shoe, I like this one way better than the other one. So if you're going straight off of looks, I mean, this isn't a bad option. So if I had to recommend 2 other Nike shoes, roughly the same price point, the Infinity Reacts are actually a little bit more expensive at $160, but some colorways you can get on sale now. This one feels a lot more stable and more balanced on feet, but it's only a running shoe, not training. It's super lightweight though, really like that. And then also the other great option is the Pegasus Turbo 37. This one has React and Zoom, and it feels really good on feet as well. Anyway, drop a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the Trunner Ultimate or the Advance? I'll link them again, both in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing a pair. I do wish they felt more stable on my feet. I do wish that they were a little bit lighter. Other than that, I love the design of the shoe, and I like this one better. Overall, the overall looks, I think you can't really go wrong with any of them though. If I wore these a little bit more, maybe I'd get used to that feel and the sensation of a little bit wobbliness. The other thing is I like to wear my laces loose, and I can't do that with this shoe because of that feeling. So I do have to tighten these up just because I do like to wear them a little bit looser. However, when I did wear them out and about, I did lace them up snug and still a little bit uneven, as I mentioned. So anyways, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Much appreciated. If you guys would like to subscribe, check out more videos on my channel, feel free to do that. And we will see you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.